Alrighty, so as we all know, Roblox Pressure recently had their newest update, the 4.5 update. In this video, I'm going to show you how to achieve every new badge that was added, as well as my experience of obtaining these badges. And let's go in order from easiest badges all the way to the hardest badge to achieve. And let's start off with the badge Wawa. Basically, you'll have to trade an item with a deep sea bunny, which is a new entity in the game. And these guys are so cute, like just look at them, you can literally pet them as well. And achieving this badge is pretty simple. All you have to do is encounter the bunnies in one of the break rooms, and then you'll have to trade an item from your inventory. They'll head inside this hole and trade an item with you. And fun fact, when you dance around these guys, the bunnies also dance as well. And I think that's just super cute. But moving on, we have the badge called Friends Forever. And as you can probably tell, you just have to escape the Bloxy with an imaginary friend, which is honestly pretty easy to do for most experienced players. Literally just get lucky with finding that one red remote toy thingy. And just remember, you're just gonna hear some random voice lines as you go on.
Will they remember you? Would it all be worth it? Do you hear them? Come closer.
So the next badge we have is called Who Cares About OSHA, which is achieved by disarming an anti-personnel tripwire. And these things are some sort of explosive near the bottom of the door, as you can see right over here. And these tripwires will be pretty easy to disarm. Just get close to them and then hold E. But just make sure you don't get too close to the red line. Ooh! Ooh! And let's move on to the next badge called Treasure Map to Infinite Bloxy. And this is where you have to escape a room containing a candle brute. It's basically like a candle bearer, but just bigger. And here's my experience with encountering this guy. Oh, this is a new room. There might be a candle bearer in this room, actually. Oh yeah, I hear one. Look at him. This is a keycard room too, by the way. Sir, can you please relax? Dude, I have light on you. Wait, what? Oh, I can dodge him easily, though. Okay. Oh, he tried again. Well, I'm out of there. We just got Treasure Map to Infinite Bloxy. Nice. I don't even know what that meant. Yeah, pretty scary stuff. And that brings us on to our next badge, called Divine Intervention. This is achieved by surviving a divine beatdown. If you ever step on their grass, one of them will try to attack you. And here's what it's like dying to these guys. Oh, it's so like, oh, winter and everything. Look at that. Yeah, it's all winter. That is so nice. Oh. And here's what it's like surviving, and also getting a badge. Here we go, here we go. Nice, I got the badge. Long story short, just get off their lawn. Ooh! Ooh! Yo, look at this guy! This guy! Oh, hell no. How do I get my items, chat? Oh! So the next badge we have is called Zero. And to get this badge, you'll have to turn a tide and kill a hanger. And basically, you'll just have to find its magnum or revolver looking weapon here, and it's gonna be called the Redeemer. After interacting with it, you'll have to play like a short mini game where you have to resist her influence so you don't off yourself. And upon doing so, you shoot her and you obtain the badge. And according to some sources online, this is actually a reference to Decaying Winter. Alright, so those are the easy badges. Let's move on to the medium badges. Starting up, we have the badge called Wops. And to obtain this badge, you'll have to kill a deep sea bunny. The best way to do this thing is to trade an item and get lucky with a landmine trade, and then you just explode. Oh, I love petting these guys so much. You know what? Here we go. Have this Necrobloxicon. Have the Necrobloxicon. Let's see it, chat. Let's see it. Oh! Oh, shoot. My man exploded. Oh my goodness, that's actually hilarious, but like also super sad, dude. And moving on, we have the Where's My Win badge. This is where you have to enter the world of endless pressure, and then reach room 100. Where's my win ? And speaking about these endless badges, we also have the Victory Lap badge, which is basically reaching room 250 in an endless game mode. And I gotta admit, doing this wasn't too hard, it was just very time consuming. In addition, we also have the BadgeTest.png, and this is achieved by taking 300 damage in an endless run without dying. And my strategy is just to stock up on medkits in a dead drop shop, and maybe the health boost if you got it, then simply just get slapped by these good people and some other entities until you reach 300 damage. Alright, so as I'm recording this video, Roblox Rusher actually has a new badge, and it's called Parale Parali. Basically, you just have to escape a new dredge room type, and the reason why you have to escape is because this thing contains a new entity, and the entity is called the Bottom Feeder. And pretty much is what the room looks like. As you can see, I'm just walking inside here and stuff, and then something's coming from the right side, some sort of like skelepede looking thing, if you guys know what I mean, from a graveyard. And speaking about this entity, this is what the entity looks like if it's attacking you. As you can see, there's a small mini game of you pressing Q and E, trying to escape this guy. And upon doing so, you'll pretty much punch him and then you're able to escape. However, this is what it's gonna look like if you're gonna die to the entity. And here's what the entity's document looks like. And that brings us on to the hard difficulty badges. Starting off with the badge Death Incarnate, which is obtained by meeting the Harbinger, aka the Death Angel. To my knowledge, there isn't really a true way of summoning this guy. This entity is just very rare to spawn in an endless game mode. And also this badge isn't too hard to get, you literally just have to get lucky with seeing this guy. Hello? Oh! Good luck? Bro, is this the freaking the Death Angel Harbinger guy? Bro! Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, that was just unfair. Here. Free revive. On the house.
And that brings us to our next badge called Pre and Payout, or Difficult Badge, call it, which is achieved by reaching door 500 in Endless. And let me tell you from my experience, this badge was very time consuming to get. Every 100 rooms takes around 20 to 30 minutes, and by doing the math, it will take around 2 hours to even get this badge. And let me give you some advice. Unlike regular pressure, there is no Sebastian encounter, and also, every 50 to 100 rooms, there will be a Searchlights encounter. I actually might be wrong about this number, so please fact check me in the comments. There are some moments in the game where you'll have to encounter this ridge area, which in my opinion it wasn't too hard. I would say it's manageable, but just make sure you watch out for those wall dwellers. There's a wall dweller behind me. Playing it safe, I'm gonna wait. Oh, that's a bad one. Oh my goodness, this guy came back! So another warning I want to mention, after room 400, the power will completely shut off. Meaning that it'll be all dark from here, which is very scary since there's no light flicker indicator whatsoever, so then you'll just have to play very safe and slash or react in time. My advice is just to stock up some batteries, or maybe obtain the Bloxy. And truthfully, I don't think this badge is really hard to get, it's just very time consuming. But don't worry, I believe in you, you'll be able to make it. Oh my goodness, we're gonna do it! 500! Let's go! So our next badge is called Diminishing Returns. And to obtain this badge, you'll have to hold on to $10,000 worth of data at once. And I gotta admit, this badge was a pain to get. I hate opening drawers and collecting money. Usually I would only grab like $200 worth of data, and this took me over an hour 30 minutes to achieve. And funnily enough, the moment I finally got this badge, I died to an A60 like right after. And if y'all don't know, once you die in Revive, you lose all your money. And keep in mind, this is going to be inside the Endless mode. And that brings us on to our next badge, which is arguably the hardest new badge in the game, and that's called Glutton For Punishment. And this is where you'll have to play solo and outrage an infestation before room 25. After doing that, you'll have to make it to the end of the ridge. And keep in mind, no revives allowed. And this badge was just really painful to do. It took around 8 attempts to actually complete. Let me try to give you some advice. Basically, the items I started off with was a flash beacon, a medkit, and a sprint. However, I eventually went with a health booster instead of the sprint, and this is gonna come in clutch, especially if your health is draining like there's no tomorrow from this freaking outrage infestation. Another very solid advice is trying to obtain a wall dweller chunk. Just for that passive healing, it's gonna come in very handy. So hopefully Sebastian has one in store, or maybe try to get a wall dweller to die to an angler. Overall, I think this badge is a huge challenge, and it's very tricky to do. And finally, we have the badge called I think MatPat will enjoy dissecting this. And that's it. Those were all the new badges that are added to the game. And let me know down below what is the hardest new badge to achieve, and also your experiences on obtaining them. But before we end, I just want to give a huge shout out and a huge thanks to all my YouTube channel members. I love y'all a lot. I really hope you enjoy your funny cat emotes. So if you enjoyed, please like. If you guys didn't, please dislike. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.